New Logics in the Market Part 2. Do you know this about intoxication? All Hidden Questions. This book is written by Mr. Deepak Satia. Question 9. Is intoxication a human hobby? Answer. Intoxication can never be the hobby of a good-hearted person. Especially, no Indian can have this kind of hobby in any case. To understand this, first, we have to understand the concept of the hobby. A hobby is an action by which the human mind is getting pleasure. A hobby of something indicates that someone getting pleasure of mind. It directing indicates that someone having some benefit to his/her body, home or family. This concept of the hobby was born in Indian. As you have already known, when the rest of the world used to wander around for food and security, then ancient Indians had started the best phase of their civilization. At the same time, the concept of the hobby was born. This was possible only in India, because only we had time to enjoy human life. At that time, someone develops a hobby of the muscular or curvy body and someone else fond of wearing nice clothes. Someone fond of eating delicious food, and someone else cherished the hobby of dance. Someone developed the hobby of hanging out, and someone else fond music. In every case, there was a benefit to the individual or the family or society. Hobby directly indicates the benefit. So friend, please think a bit and tell me, what is the benefit of intoxication? As per my finding, intoxications have no benefit to the human body or civilization. Why so? There is not a single nutrient in any intoxicating substance that the human body needs. Humans do not look beautiful due to any intoxication. The human body does not emit good fragrance due to intoxication. Overall, no human ever gets physical, mental, financial, or social benefits from any intoxication. Now you tell me, how intoxication can be the hobby of any child or any good-hearted person. Yes, friend, intoxication is my hobby is merely a rumor speeded by profiteer businesspeople who become messengers of evil. People who said so are unaware of fact that this statement or feeling did not emerge in their minds. It was inserted in their brain. In reality, those unaware people just repeating the words of someone else. Whose words? You already knew the answer. These words came from a profiteer business personality's mouth. Defiantly, she himself herself unaware of the fact that his/her mind is possessed by evil. Friend, there is no advantage of intoxications. On the contrary, the body of a person having intoxication becomes the center of many fatal diseases. Why fatal disease? You knew the answer. Evil has a single agenda. It wants to kill each human from planet Earth. That's why it invented intoxications. Therefore, neither intoxication was a human hobby, nor could become a human hobby. At least it is impossible in Indians' case. Intelligent and good-hearted Indians, never ever fond of such things which ultimately going to kill us. Intoxications can only become a compulsion for intoxication users. If you look carefully, you will find that under the guise of hobby, intoxication becomes a compulsion for many innocent and unaware people. There is only one meaning of intoxication, that is compulsion. Intoxication only becomes a compulsion of the human body. It couldn't be a hobby for any human. If you want, you can forget the era of the ancestors for a while and think about the reality of today's world. Nowadays, think that if you want to develop hobbies, what it could be. 60% of Indians live in a rented house. Do they ever develop the hobby of their own house? No, not at all. But do they use intoxications? Yes, they do. When 70% of Indians go out to buy groceries for their homes, they put their best efforts to buy cheap grocery and bring it. Do they ever fix this error of mind by saying that from this moment, we will buy only and only good food? No, they don't. But do they buy bit expensive intoxications? Yes, they do now and then. In reality, they are desperate to use expensive intoxication. 80% of Indians provide very low-level education to their children. Our children pass their classes every year by blackening their notebooks, but they have no real and practical knowledge. Do Indian parents develop a hobby that their children defiantly get quality education? No, not at all. Because they do not know what is quality education. But do they know better about intoxication? Yes, they know. Do they try to get better intoxication? Yes, for sure. 90% of Indians wear non-branded clothes. Here, branded means good quality clothes. Do they fond of branded clothes? Do they decide that we only wear branded clothes? No, they do not. But do they fond of different types of intoxication? Yes, they do. After the age of 24, 95% of Indians spend life as a currency printing machine. They don't know anything other than making money and spending money. This figure has risen horribly in the last 10 years. Our not-so-civilized society raises our kids as fun and enjoyment are only possible in childhood. Do these people ever develop the hobby that we will not just spend life, just like kids, we will live human life to the full? No, they do not. But do they fond of intoxication till last breath? Yes, they do. Here I will not talk about visiting different places, all kinds of sports, vehicles, and achievements. I am only talking about our basic needs. It would be foolish to talk about the luxury life, whereas millions of Indians, non-capable to fulfill their basic needs. Friend, it is clear that the intoxication traders snatched the real hobbies from Indians and implicated the rumors of fake hobbies among us. The intoxication, which is the compulsion of the intoxication user, was made a hobby of humans. Profiteer businesspeople who become messengers of evil have two agendas. Firstly, new children adopt intoxication as a hobby, so good-hearted people consider intoxication as a hobby. Secondly, kids and good-hearted people never ever come out from the trap of intoxication. For these agendas, profiteer businesspeople who become messengers of evil spread rumors that intoxication is a hobby. This rumor has been successful. New kids and good-hearted people use intoxication as a new hobby and are stuck in the trap of intoxication for life because within few days intoxication becomes a compulsion. Till death, they were unaware of the fact that intoxication is not a hobby. Till last breath, these innocent kids and good-hearted people take intoxication as a hobby and give full profit to profiteer businesspeople who become messengers of evil. Those knowingly spread rumors that intoxication is a hobby by hiding the fact that intoxication is compulsion.